Okay, so we're ready for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And this time, we're looking at something that I know a lot of you have been asking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how to get your AI-generated content to sound, well, a little less AI, a
Right.
little more human,
More natural. Yeah,
more
exactly.
engaging, more readable.
Exactly. Because sometimes you get this content from the AI,
Uh-huh.
and it's like reading a textbook or something, you know? It's
Right.
got all the facts and figures, which is great,
Sure.
but it's just,
It's tough to get through.
it's dense.
Yeah.
It's a slog.
Dense. It's
Like, who's got time for that, right?
Nobody's got time for that.
So a lot of the feedback we've been getting,
Right.
one tool in particular has been coming up again and again, and that's the Hemingway app.
The Hemway app, yeah.
And I love that name, by the way, because, right away,
Yeah, it tells you something.
it gives you a clue
Yeah.
as to what it's all about.
It does, because if you think about Hemingway, the author,
Right.
famous for,
Yeah.
like, that really clear, concise,
The powerful,
short sentences.
short sentence, very direct.
Get to the point.
Cut all the fluff.
Yeah.
So the app is named after him because it kind of tries to bring that same
Sensibility
style to any writing that you feed it.
Okay, I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah.
But how does it work, like, in practice?
Right.
Does it, like, give you a grade?
Well, it analyzes your text.
Okay.
And it will highlight sentences that are really long and complicated.
Okay.
It flags adverbs, which Hemingway was famous for, like hating adverbs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and then it encourages you to use active voice
Uh-huh.
to make it more sort of lively and dynamic.
Okay.
And it even suggests that you swap out complex words
Gotcha.
with simpler ones that everybody can understand.
So it's kind of like having a very strict editor
Yeah. It's like a little editor
sitting on your shoulder.
perched on your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving you feedback in real time.
You know what? I tried to write this blog post once.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to, like, sound really smart,
Oh, we've all done that.
It was about quantum physics, and I had just read, like,
Too many sci-fi novels.
way too many sci-fi novels.
Yeah, I get it.
And
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think Hemingway would have had a fit,
I think the Hemingway app would have just exploded.
but just, like, shut down.
Like self-destructed.
Yeah, like, nope, can't deal with this.
Too much.
But that's kind of the point, right?
Exactly the point.
Like, that's why this app, especially for AI content, is so useful.
Especially for AI content.
Because AI, it gives you all this stuff.
It gives you the material, the raw material.
It's like a lump of clay.
Right.
And then the Hemingway app comes along.
Yeah.
And it helps you kind of sculpt it.
Shape it
Yeah, exactly.
into something more beautiful.
So can you give me, like, a concrete example? Yeah. Like, how would it take one of these, like, super long AI sentences
Sure.
and make it more human-friendly?
Okay, so let's say you have an AI and it spits out something like, and I'm making this up,
Yeah.
the implementation of the aforementioned strategic objectives will necessitate a comprehensive reevaluation of existing operational frameworks.
Oh, my God.
Right. You're like, what?
I'm already lost.
So the Hemingway app might take that sentence
Yeah.
and suggest that you break it down into something like,
Okay.
to reach these goals, we need to rethink how we work.
Oh, wow.
Much clearer, right?
It's like night and day.
Yeah, it gets the point across.
It's like you took that, like, robotic voice
Yeah.
and gave it, like, a human voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about shortening sentences, of course.
Sure.
It's about choosing strong verbs. It's
Okay.
about, eliminating unnecessary words
Right.
and making sure that every sentence has impact.
Okay, so it sounds like a miracle tool,
It's
almost.
pretty useful.
But are there any, like, downsides to this approach?
That's a good question.
Like, I mean, Hemingway was great,
Uh-huh.
but not every piece of writing needs to sound like,
Yeah.
The Old Man in the Sea.
You don't want every sentence to be
Right.
super short and punchy.
Sometimes you need some nuance, some complexity
Absolutely, you're right.
to really, unpack an idea.
Yeah, so the Hemingway app is a tool.
Ah,
It's a great tool,
okay.
but like any tool,
Yeah.
it has its limits.
Yeah.
It's not about, stripping every bit of complexity from
Right.
your writing.
Sure.
Sometimes you need that longer, more intricate sentence
Okay.
to really convey a certain idea or emotion.
So it's all about balance.
It is all about balance.
It's not about blindly following the rules.
Right.
It's about understanding the principles
Exactly.
and using them,
As a guide.
as a
The
guide
dictator.
to create content that's, clearer and more engaging. Whether it's AI generated
Yeah.
or your own.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
It's about the writing itself.
I like it.
and empowering you to communicate better.
So to kind of wrap things up here,
Yeah.
it seems like the Hemingway app is like the secret weapon
It can be very helpful.
for anyone who's dealing with AI content.
Especially
Because it helps you kind of get rid of that
Kaplunk.
clunky robotic
Yeah.
feel.
Get to the heart of your message.
Exactly. And that actually makes me think,
Uh-huh.
if this can work so well for AI,
Right.
maybe there's something here for all of us.
I think so.
You know, even if we're not using AI,
I think
like
agree.
these principles of clarity, conciseness, strong verbs.
Could these help all of us become better writers?
Yeah, something to think about.
Food for thought.
All right, well, that's another deep dive done.
Done.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.